All right, let's get it going.
All right, let's get it going.
I don't need to hear two rhymes, just one. How did everybody do today? Everybody did okay? I didn't. I fucking sucked. Um, I mean, this is starting to piss me off. But um, here's what I did. I mean, I put the Phillies in instead of uh, Milwaukee. I had Philadelphia on two parlays. I was that confident that Philadelphia could pull it out against Milwaukee. I even had the nerves to get arrogant and put Philadelphia um, the spread. I took the spread with Philadelphia. Milwaukee beat the shit out of them. I knew it was over when I looked on my phone and it said the Brewers 7, um, Philadelphia nothing, and it was in the second inning. The third inning. I'm like, fuck, that's it. It's over with. So sometimes you get the bear, and sometimes the bear gets you. Fucking bear's been kicking our ass. Looks like, right? So we're gonna get even with the bear tomorrow. Swear to God, man. Hold on, guys. 1 minute. All right, let's see if that works. Hello, how you doing, guys? Just trying to get set up here, right? All right. You think I'm amazing? I hope so. Today I don't feel amazing. I feel kind of goofy. I mean, for the record, guys. Thank you, Jude. For the record, I fucking hate Milwaukee anyway. I don't like the Brewers. I don't like the Packers. You know what I mean? I don't like the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't like none of those guys. Just to let it be known, I mean that they do suck. I mean they pissed. We got a perfect good, a nice parlay, but Milwaukee just had to fuck stuff up. Milwaukee is not bad. I was looking at their record, but pound for pound, I didn't see this coming because pound for pound they don't match up good with Philadelphia. It's a mismatch. But baseball, yeah, they do choke in the playoffs. I mean, look, I'll tell you a story. I don't. If I might be a little bit older than you, a lot older. But do you remember when the Brewers? Are you old enough to remember the Brewers in the '80s? I don't. The Brewers in the '80s sucked. I mean, no, I'm sorry. The Brewers in the '80s were great, and they had a lot of great players, Hall of Famers to be exact. But now, they can't hold guys like that now because, yeah, the Brewers. Okay, so look, back in the '80s, they had Robin Yount, Paul Molitor. They had a series of a whole bunch of good guys that could play baseball. I mean, they had like an all-star team, right? But that was the '80s, right? And you can hold on to guys like that. Um, oh, thanks. You like the Rams? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got this shirt when I first moved out here to California, maybe 11 years ago. And I figured I'll go ahead and sport it today because it's comfortable. Um, yeah, god damn it, Milwaukee, why? What did I? The fucking Brewers. Yeah. You play soccer, man? Well, you probably can now. When I had it up top, it didn't work. Uh, I mean, here's what pisses me off with the Brewers. Like you said, they choke every time in the playoffs, right? But I'm not gonna get off into that. Well, welcome, Jude. Welcome, dude. Where are you from? California, out here? I'm assuming LA. Give me 1 minute. No, I moved to Florida last year. Yeah, that's probably a better option economically because out here it's just extremely too high. It's just too high. Um, all right, okay, here we go. That's good. That's a lot better. Yeah, it's kind of high out here. It's extremely high, and I don't know. Is it's only worth it if you can afford it, right? If you can afford it, it's worth it. Um, yeah, I mean it's a lot. It costs a lot to live out here, um, but it's beautiful, right? Year round. You don't have to worry about snowstorms or anything like that. But for the most part, yeah, yeah. Going to Florida is good. What in Florida or California? California, I mean, you can't beat it, dude. But it's beating my ass, and whatever. All right, let me get at this stuff here, and I'll answer you guys as much as possible if I can. All right, I did pick Minnesota over Seattle. Minnesota is winning 3-0 in the second inning. We've got the New York Yankees and the Dodgers second inning. I think I took the Yankees. Well, it's 4-0. Let me see what inning is this in. It's 4-0 in the first or the third inning. Holy shit! The bottom of the second. Um, the Dodgers are up to bat. They've got 2 man on and 2 man out. Or do they have any outs? Let's see. Hold on. Nope. 2 man on, no man, nobody out. So looks like the Dodgers is getting ready to get stuff kicked up here. Thank you. I need that. I need that. The Rays cooked. Yeah. They won six. Oh, wait a minute. You said Tampa. Where today they won like that? Well, I know Milwaukee won 17-7. Son of a bitch. Yep, beat the fuck out of Houston. I took Tampa in that game. I also took Detroit. They lost. Now, so here's where it gets a little, it gets cool because I did pick Detroit, right? But I took the under. I took the strikeouts. I mean, I got all of that, right? But when I got to the win, I should have just left it out. I think one parlay I did leave the winner out, but it didn't matter because in that parlay, I had Philadelphia's I had Philadelphia's ass in that one. So what are you gonna do? I did take Miami in one, right? But it doesn't matter because the same part that was the same parlay Philadelphia was in, and I did take San Francisco on the other one. Guys, I tell you this all the time about the Marlins. The Marlins is a very dangerous team. I'm willing to guarantee you that these guys will not finish in last place. I'm sure of that because they're in last now, but they don't play like a last place team. They won't finish in last, guaranteed. What did you say? You mean overall uh, overall you picked good. You think so? So you saw what I did? Okay. Yeah. I mean, then I woke up. I did the special parlay. Antonio. Ah. Man, the Marlins also used a lot of torpedo bats. Yeah, but you know who really stuck the dagger in us? That goddamn fucking Milwaukee Brewers. And like I said earlier, for the record, I don't like Milwaukee. I never have, and I never will. I don't like the Bucks. I hate the fucking Packers. Don't like them. They're okay. Nah. Oh my god, dude. Damn it, the fucking Brewers. I can remember when I was a kid, watching the Brewers play the Tigers, and this is when they used to play in County Stadium in Milwaukee. And with yeah, I don't fuck man. Damn. Then they had the NFL draft in Green Bay. Me personally, I would have took the team and just kept them in Milwaukee. But I can't stand Milwaukee or the Packers or any of them guys over there. Because it's kind of funny. What's the quarterback for Green Bay? Uh, what's that guy's name? And he went to New York. I hated the fucking dude when he played with Green Bay. When he left, I was okay with him. Loved the guy. Not Jordan Love. What's the guy that left before him? Jordan Love is awesome, but I thought the Cowboys was gonna draft him. The Cowboys passed up on Jordan Love. And now I bet you they wish they hadn't, right? Aaron Rodgers, yes. Dude, I hated that guy. I'm a Lions fan, right? So I hated him, couldn't stand him. But as soon as he left, I started cheering for the guy. Keep smiling. Hey, thanks. Thank you. Thanks a whole lot. I need to keep smiling. I need to keep smiling. And ask me why? Because sometimes life can be difficult, right? And you do have to keep smiling. Um, Money doesn't fix problems. Um, yeah. I try to keep smiling even when bad stuff is going on. And here's what I tell people: even though you think you got it bad, it's always somebody out there worse off than you. And that's just how I look at it. Yeah. Hey, dude, I haven't. Okay, yeah. Now I know who you are. From India, yeah. Because you were the guy who was supposed to send me some Indian food. I never received it. I love Indian food. All right, let's get back to this. For yesterday, for today. You know what? Fuck this. Um, Hold on, guys. I'm gonna pull up the sheet. Hold on. All right. Where am I at? Where am I at? Here we go. And when is the last time he? Is 11:45, 12? Okay, let's do it like that. All right. So here's one ticket. That ticket is shot because guess what? The Tigers didn't win, so I'm not even gonna look at that anymore. And that was a ticket that I gave everybody that was pretty good. Uh, you've only been to like what, seven football games. Oh, you only have seven. Well, hang out, man. You'll get more. Uh, I'm looking here, right? The Cardinals, I think, won, didn't they? Let's see. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do it like this. Yeah, when I saw that score that Milwaukee was winning 7-0, and I think it was like the fourth inning, I knew I was fucked. You just, so it's just some things you just know. Hold on, guys. Give me a quick sec. Yeah, I'm done for today, guys. I'm like, I'm tapped out. Let me see the. Well, I got the St. Louis Cardinals game right on the money line. Bingo. I got Sonny Gray right. 4 strikeouts. Bingo. The Tigers fucked me on the money line, but I've got the under right. I got Turk Skruber right over 6.5 strikeouts. San Francisco Giants fucked us. We had him on the money line. They told us to go get fucked. Robbie Ray got us. He gave us 9 strikeouts, and of course, the Mets won. So pretty much, the Tigers and the Giants fucked us. So let's go to this next one. I don't. I mean, Philadelphia got us. I even had them guys going under. Um, St. Louis won again. I got the under. I mean, I did good. I got Minnesota. They're gonna end up winning. I got Bailey over 3 strikeouts. Robbie Ray the Mets. Yep. Okay. Milwaukee just fucked us. It's fucking bullshit, man. Fucking assholes. I am so fucking pissed. Then I had a super parlay with with Indiana in it winning, but guess what? I'm not even gonna get the chance to enjoy the game because the Tigers fucked me, the Philadelphia Phillies fucked me. Now let's see, Jose Lazario. Ah, Jesus, I feel like a slut. I got used. This is bullshit, and you guys fucking know it. White Sox didn't come across. I even got kind of creative and won, and took the Colorado Rockies, but I knew they weren't going to win. But I always kind of like to gamble like that. All right, guys. So that's it. We got screwed today. I mean, but that's okay. We will get them tomorrow. And I think I came across the with FanDuel when FanDuel didn't want to. I think it was one pitcher they wanted me to take five, and I fucking had a meltdown. You see, that's what I mean. That's what I don't like. Like, damn well a guy may not get five, right? And then you'll make that his lowest strikeout, right? But if you go over to Fanatics and other places, they'll give you 1 strikeout, they'll give you 2 strikeouts, and so on and so forth. But not FanDuel. FanDuel's like, oh, you gonna? And when they told me, I think what was it? Was it 6 or 5 or 7? It was really high, and I was like, you know what? This is bullshit. And that's when I write. I mean, that's when I figured out maybe my theory is correct. That FanDuel is located either in North Korea or Russia. I'm leaning more towards North Korea. I think that's where FanDuel is. They want. Was it 6 or 7? It was one of those. They wanted me to take 6 or 7. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yes, Antonio. Looks like the Yankees getting dog walk. Hell yeah. I had the Yankees winning, man. Um, these are two juggernauts going at it, man. Just two juggernauts just slugging it out. And holy shit. Bottom of the second, Dodgers 8, New York 0. Holy shit. Oh, no, 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 man. Now watch this. So they ran Warren off the mound. He only pitched one inning. That's not funny. Warren only pitched, well, 1.5 or whatever. So I guess he took him out in the second inning. He gave up 7 runs. He gave up 6 hits, 7 runs. His ERA is fucked. That's not funny, but his ERA is shot. Oh my god, that's baseball. But watch this. You know, with these guys, I guarantee you the Yankees will try to get back into this game. I just got that feeling. I got that feeling that this is going to be a slugfest. It looks like it so far. All right, so where am I at? Oh, we're gonna get busy for tomorrow. Now we're gonna put on our thinking caps. We don't need to get creative. Creative. Why? Because when you're broke, you can't be creative. You got to be conservative and do what you need to do. So when I say conservative, maybe we don't look at, but you can't. There's no way you can be conservative. There's no such thing because it's a bet. A bet is a bet. You just never know, right? All right. That game is over. Which one? The Yankees? Hell yeah, it's over. Hell yeah, it's over. But what I'm saying is the Yankees will probably try to get a couple of home runs. The Yankees won't finish out with goose eggs. They'll try to do something. They'll get something on the board. But they ran Warren out of the game. This dude sucks. He gave up 6 hits. He gave up 7 runs. He walked four. Holy fuck! He walked 4 batters. At least he got 2 strikeouts. He gave up a dinger. Who hit it? Otani? Who blasted him? It doesn't matter. Yeah, they ran his ass right up out of there. I can remember back in the 80s. Here goes another one of those stories. I can remember back in the 80s where the Tigers were playing somebody, and they had used up all 8 players or whatever, and they didn't have it because you got the pitching rotation, so you can't like just put anybody in. So I think one of the guys, he was like a middle relief guy. They kept him in there, and they were tearing this guy up. I mean, his self-esteem had to be in the toilet after the game. But one of the broadcasters for the Tigers, which was funny, he goes, somebody's got to take a beating. Somebody's got to stay in there and take that beating. And I'm like, damn, that's just how that goes in baseball. If you run out of options and you don't have even, sometimes they'll take an outfielder or a first baseman. But they was tearing this one dude up, man. I think they like 20 hits off of him. All right, let's get to this shit. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Son of a bitch. I cannot believe that. Fucking Milwaukee. I mean, everything that could have went wrong today, it went wrong. And like I said, you go to bed feeling good, thinking, well, I got these guys. They got your ass. That's how it goes. So they had me, even when I thought I had them. All right, so let's do it up for tomorrow. We're going to put our thinking caps on. Okay? All right, here we go. So tomorrow, Bailey Ober. Oh, that's today. Yeah, June 1st. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. St. Louis in Texas. All right, hold on. All right, St. Louis at Texas. St. Louis is Eric Fetty, 3-4, 3.9 or 3.90 ERA, 39 strikeouts. Jacob DeGrom, he's 4-2, 2.42 ERA, and 62 strikeouts. We were close again today, buddy. We're gonna get them tomorrow, man. We're getting these guys tomorrow. I know. How you doing, Alan? You are the man. We're getting these guys tomorrow. Now, I'm looking at this St. Louis and Texas Rangers game, right? Now, just looking at it, you would think that Texas should win this comfortably, right? But they're not. I don't. You're talking about a very inconsistent team, the Rangers. And remember, those guys won the World Series, what, 3 years ago or something like that? And you know what? I, I kind of forget that they were even in the World Series. Yep. Yeah, the fucking Brewers, man. Fucking Brewers, dude. Ah. 17? I think it was somebody in Vegas listening, and they made a phone call and told Philadelphia to go ahead and lay down. Can't buy the wife the pizza, you damn right. So only thing we got left, we got to lie to her. So we got to come up with a good lie before this show is over with. Yep. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know, I'm glad I'm on this, right? Because I think you can get canceled on YouTube too, can't you? Yeah. I remember one being canceled at work. Like, I got, how did it go? I got canceled like like twice a month. Like, they were calling HR on me so much that I had my nerves were shot. And I get in there and, well, she said this, that you did that. And I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, can I even breathe? No. So, dude, I mean, I think all of this sensitivity stuff, yeah. I mean, even though I get it, right? I do get it. But at some point, you can't let people use that as a tool to destroy one of their enemies or somebody that they don't like. That's what I have a problem with. But as far as the other sensitivity thing, yeah, I get that. Because sometimes you have to be careful what you say because you'll hurt somebody's feelings or whatnot. Or that's real, right? And that always should have been. But when you take it and use it as a tool to try to fuck somebody, nah. I disagree with that. And that's why a lot of people kind of get upset with these new rules and stuff like that. You pretty much, it's not fair. And if you're a guy and you work in an all women area, you're screwed. Yeah. Well, I hope I. You think I'll get in trouble for saying? I mean, I don't look, dude. I'm okay with it, right? But not to use it as a tool to destroy people. I think that's what's. I think that's what. Okay, thank you, thank you. No, I just hate when people use it as a tool to destroy people, and that's not cool. I think, if you say something that a female don't like, or you didn't do what she told you to do, and then she'll come after you. And what are you gonna do? Nothing. Just stand there and take a beat and say a prayer and hope you come out on top. In the meantime, your nerves is fucking shot, dude. Yeah. Yep. And then when you say the wrong thing, you get attacked. No shit. Yeah. No, it does suck. It's bullshit, dude. And I'm like, I just don't say anything, right? You get with the people. You got to know your audience. Get with your people, and then because you do want to be able to have fun, right, guys? But we don't. I know I don't disrespect people because I don't believe in that, and I believe that if I say something that's not politically correct or I offend somebody and they tell me, I'll apologize and won't do it again, and we keep it moving. But when let's just say you don't even do anything, they'll still get you, man. If there's somebody who do not like you and they'll watch you, somebody will drop a quarter on the floor, you go to pick it up, oh, he was staring at me, as I picked up the quarter. It's nothing you can do. And then, will you get in trouble? Probably not. But what'll happen is it's the tension and it's the stress when they keep calling you into the game. You know what I mean? Keep calling you into the office, and that is the stressful part of it. Antonio, who's the first game? Uh, who's the first game is tomorrow? Well, I got St. Louis. All right, so I get caught up. Thanks, keeping me on track. Yes, it is awful. It's terrible. I can't stand it. St. Louis, like I said, you can look at this on paper, and you would say that Texas should win this game with ease, right? But not so much, man. I don't know what's up with Texas. Um, I want to pick Jake DeGrom, but the only thing we probably might get out of him is strikeout props, and I think that the Cardinals will win this game. I mean, I don't. I mean, that's just how I see it. I don't know what's been up with the Rangers. Uh huh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. But at the end of the day, man, you got to be careful, man, because they'll man. I got canceled like every other week, dude, and it just got to the point where your nerves become shot, man, and it's like if they even though they report stupid stuff that you're not gonna get in trouble for, it's the stress of having to go in the office and HR you looking at you. It's just very stressful. Yeah, well, yeah. You better not let the wife know. I tell you what, you're right. I think I'd rather let HR straighten me out. All right, what do we have here? Uh, I don't understand you, but I think that the Rangers are on the money line. No, yeah, I mean, I just don't like the Rangers for some odd reason. It's like they don't come through. I mean, if you like the Rangers on the money line, I'm with you, but I'm taking the Cardinals with Eric Fetty because there's something about Texas. Because and trust me, man, Jacob DeGrom, he's gonna get his strikeouts. Let me look, because I've been around with these guys. DeGrom is gonna get his strikeouts, and to be honest with you, I don't want to pick this game, but if I had to, I would take St. Louis. So DeGrom is on point. His last three games, Toronto, zero strikeouts. He walked two people. He allowed five hits and gave up two runs. The next game against the Yankees, he struck out nine, walked one. He gave up two runs, three hits, through seven. That's awesome, right? So through seven innings, he only allowed three hits, two runs, and one base on ball, and he struck out nine. Talking about some hard luck, man. Somebody got in the wrong place at the wrong time with this guy. Now he's a strong guy, right? Because this next game against Houston that he went 8 innings. He gave up five hits. He didn't give up any runs. He only walked one person, one batter, and he struck out seven. So you see what I mean? How good he is, right? But for some odd reason, it's just like they don't support him when he pitches. So, and I'll be honest, man, I'm shying away from this one. If you want my honest opinion, I would take St. Louis with this one. The pitching matchup favors Texas. Look at that Eric Fetty. What is this guy up to? So this guy's his last three went 5 innings, gave up seven hits, three runs, one base on ball, five strikeouts. The next game against Detroit, well, they handled Detroit pretty good. Um, Eric Fetty doesn't have a beautiful record, but I guess you want to call him Mr. Intangible because somehow or another his record is pretty decent. What is it? What is it? Yeah, 3-4. I don't like this game, guys. I mean, but if you want, I would I would probably take the under in this game, right? I would definitely probably take the under in this game. Yeah, St. Louis is good. Yeah. What's the guy? Ela Val. What is his name? Ela Valley. That guy is pretty good too. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Texas. I just can't get into him. You're staying with the Rangers, and you're probably not wrong, right? You're probably not wrong. They just scare me a bit. Okay, but let's see. Hey, Antonio, we're working together, right? So let's go ahead and do this community thing. We all gonna take because we're trying to hit, right? So we're all gonna take Texas. How do you feel about that? I think we're gonna try because we're desperate, dude. We got to get something, right? Is that okay with you, Antonio? I think so, dude. I mean, you seem confident. So Antonio says that the Rangers. Let's try it, guys. Let's try it. So now we've got the White Sox versus the Orioles. Um, I do not like the Orioles as well. Um, Let me see. The White Sox got Adrian Hauser. He must be new. They called him up versus Charlie Morton. Holy crap! Charlie Morton is 1-7, 7.09 ERA and 45 strikeouts. What the hell? Charlie Morton is not a bad pitcher. What happened? Is it the bats? No, man. I mean, if you got an insight that's a little bit better than mine, because I don't have an insight on this one. The only thing because yeah, the pitching matchup favors Texas, no doubt about it. But for some odd reason, man, I just could never get with the Rangers because they never produce when I pick them. And then St. Louis is that team, and I learned the hard way with St. Louis. St. Louis is a good baseball team all the way around. So when you think that they may not win, they do win. They may not make the playoffs, they may not make the World Series, but as far as organizational wise, somebody's making the right calls. Because I mean, St. Louis is always hanging around. All right. So this next game we'll go with the White Sox versus the Baltimore Orioles. Like I said, I was looking at Charlie Morton, and Charlie Morton is what 1-7. His ERA was high as heck. Um, Last game against St. Louis, he gave up 4 hits and 6 runs. I mean, out of 6 innings, he gave up four hits, 2 runs, walked 2 people, and struck out 5. The guy is not bad. So against Washington, he went 4 innings. He gave up 2 hits, 1 run, 6 strikeouts. Game before that, he went 3 innings, gave up 2 hits, allowed 1 run, walked 1 person, and got 4 strikeouts. Was the guy hurt or something? Well, he is up there though. Hey guys, I'm gonna take. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna take the Orioles tomorrow. I'm gonna take the Orioles on the money line. I don't know anything about Andrew Hauser, so he's only pitched in 2 games, 6 innings, allowed 3 hits, walked 1 batter, struck out 6. The next game he played, he went 6 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, walked 3, and struck out 2 against Seattle. So that's impressive. Um, I'm gonna take the Orioles based on the fact of Charlie Morton being a veteran. I mean that doesn't mill a hill of beans, but I'm gonna take the O's with Charlie Morton on the money line. Yeah, yeah, Charlie. Yeah, the bats are a problem. Yeah, because it's like I mean, there's some pitchers that you just say when you call their names and and they got a losing record. You go, what's going on? Because who is that? What's the other team? Like Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has a good pitching staff. You've got Paul Skeens, and I'm just making an example. You got Paul Skeens, you got Haney, and what's the other guy named Keller, right? But if you look at Keller's record, he's been taking a beating, right? So, because I remember last year, I'm like, man, Pittsburgh's going to be able to compete, but nope. All right, so the Orioles. Am I rushing to put anything in on this game? No, I'm not. But I would take the Orioles on the money line. Okay, guys, here is the killers. The Milwaukee Brewers tomorrow. Quintana, Jose Quintana, lefty, 4-1, ERA 2.65, 24 strikeouts against Ranger Suarez. He's 4-0, ERA 2.97, 31 strikeouts. Holy shit, guys, we got a good game tomorrow. We got a really good game right there tomorrow. 17 runs. Are you kidding me? Who gave up 17 runs? Oh, you talking about the Brewers? or I hate the Brewers, dude. I swear to God, I hate them. Right? Yeah. 14. God damn it. Oh shit. Now watch this. Watch this. A lot of guys are gonna get all hyped up. They're gonna go in Vegas and they're gonna load up tomorrow on the Milwaukee Brewers, and then Vegas is gonna pull the rug from right up under their feet. You watch what I tell you. They're gonna load up on the. Let me see it. Let me see what's the line on it. Yeah, I got Vegas's number. Mhm. I'll take the full under on that Philadelphia game. I'll take the game. You can do the half, right? But I would take the whole game under. Well, right now the Phillies are still favored, but and you know what? I'm taking the under on that Philadelphia game, right? And by the way, we got that nerfy on the Detroit Tigers game today. We did get that nerfy. I mean, at one point I looked at the game and Michael Walker pitched a really good game. I think he was no hitting the Tigers through 3 or 4 innings. I looked. He was no hitting the Tigers. He just has some good stuff working for him. You know, other good pitchers sometimes bring out the best in other pitchers because, like, say Mike Walker went up against Johnny Joe. And Johnny Joe's ERA is 17.9, and he's like what 1 in 12. Well, Mil, it just seems like they play. Some pitchers just play up to the competition, right? So generally, Michael Walker, yeah, he's good, right? But I haven't seen him perform like that in a long time. So hats off to him. Let's see. Milwaukee Brewers tomorrow. You know what, guys? I actually like the matchup with the Brewers tomorrow. I really like Quintana. I do. I like that matchup. I would. I'm gonna take the Milwaukee Brewers plus the points. And I was just talking about people loading up on them. And what did my dumb ass do? I just did it. All right. No, I do. I like the matchup. Suarez. I mean, if it's Wheeler on the mound or Nola, maybe not. I haven't seen Nola. Is he hurt? St. Louis beat Texas today 2-0. You see what I'm talking about with Texas? I just don't trust those guys. Mets beat the crap out of Colorado 8-1. That was a given. Okay. Antonio, say that again. You have both pitchers give up like 3 runs a game. I'm thinking half under. Well, the Brewers have the better pitcher tomorrow. Yeah, they do. But Suarez is not trash, right? I'm still thinking I'm going to take the under in that game. And I'll take the Brewers. Yeah, yeah. Because I like not Suarez. I like Quintana. He's good. He's good. But a game like that scares the shit out of me. Why? Yeah, on the Phillies game, it scares the shit out of me because on the games you think they would win, they don't, and the things in the games that you think that they should lose, then they win. That's what I don't. That's what I hate. Right? Quintana is a beast. He is. So I like Milwaukee tomorrow, and I'm gonna go to under on that game. Let me get over there real quick. I would take the Brewers. Yeah, yeah. I definitely got the Brewers in this one. So we take the Brewers because that'll. It's not bad because it's actually like a good gamble, right? Because even though Philadelphia is favored, Milwaukee, out of all of the underdog teams, I think this is probably one of the ones where you're more likely to see the team that's not favored win. And I was getting ready to take Milwaukee on the money line, but I'll take them plus the points, right? And then I took the under on it, under 8.5. J.P. Spears, Guzman. That game is definitely going to be under. But you know what? I think J.P. Spears got rocked the last time he was out. Let's go look. Let's look at what's going on with J.P. Spears. Or Sears. Is it Spears? No, Spears, isn't it? Let me look. Sears. Sears and Robot. Yeah, no, we'll take the Blue Jays. We'll take the Blue Jays. I forgot Kevin Guzman is a beast. But don't get me wrong with J.P. Spears. I mean Sears. He's pretty good. Lefty, crafty, 4-5, 5.18 ERA with 43 strikeouts. He turned a lot of dividends for me last year. So usually when I have a pitcher like that from the previous year, I have a hard time of letting them go. Kind of like that gal that you know you shouldn't be going out with, right? And then you just can't stop it. But when she takes your money, then it's easy to dump her, right? You think it's a good over on that? What game was that again? Oh, the Brewers and Phillies. Suarez. Okay, let's go back. Let's look. Let's go back and look. All right, Quintana, 24 strikeouts. 4-1, 2.65 ERA. Um, Last game against Tampa, 3 strikeouts, walked 2 people, allowed 1 run through 5 innings. And the game before that one, he went 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, and he gave up 7 runs. This is to the Cubbies. And the game before that, this was like against St. Louis. Got 5 hits. He gave up 5 hits, one earned run, and he walked 3 people and he struck out 6. I mean, outside of that bad game against Chicago, I mean, dude has been pretty decent, right? Let's see. Ranger Suarez. Now, Suarez is like 4-0, right? And he doesn't give up a lot. So, like his last 2 games, he gave up 4 runs. I mean, he gave up 4 hits. Through 6 innings, he gave up 4 hits, no runs. He walked 3. He struck out 8. Um, Game before that, he went 6. He gave up 6 hits, no runs, walked 3, and struck out 6. Against Pittsburgh, they suck. But he went 7 against Pittsburgh. And he gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, walked 1 person, struck out 6. I mean, I like this game. I don't see that over, but maybe you got an insight. I don't know, but I like in this game right here. I might take the under, and I think I did take it. Yeah, yeah. But yeah. I mean, Sears gave up 6 runs a game. Yeah. Remember, I changed that, dude. I changed that. I wasn't gonna pick him. But I looked at his thing, and I remember I was saying right before I left is that he was one of the guys that played big dividends. Guzman gave up 4 runs, but Guzman is I think he's the ace over there, isn't he? I think Guzman gave up about 8. I mean about no Guzman. Is he the? I think Guzman is the ace over there. I think so. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take I'm going to take the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line. Wait. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna take the Blue Jays on the money line, and I had the over in that. And oh, I see what you're saying, Antonio. I see what you're saying. Uh, uh-huh. So Toronto, let's go look. Let's look. Toronto. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, man, but don't let these stats fool you. These guys are pretty decent. Hold on. Yeah, that game against Tampa, he gave up what that was May 15th. He gave up like 10 hits and 6 runs, and he settled down on the 21st. He gave up, and they rocked his ass out in the 5th inning, right? And then playing the Chargers, the Padres, he went 7. Dude can go the distance. He gave up 3 hits, no runs, no walks. Game after that, he went 8, gave up 5 hits, and only 1 run and 6 strikeouts. So the question for me is not Kevin. Kevin Guzman, I'm sure he can hold it down, but I guess the question is him going up against J.P. Sears. Now J.P. Sears is one of those guys that I like to call him Mr. Intangible because he doesn't have the most attractive record, but when he plays damn good. Well, let's see what you're talking. Let's see what you're saying. Yeah, you got that right. You definitely got that right. Be careful on that game. And then one of the reasons why is like because it's the athletics. Sometimes you don't know, and the Blue Jays is like that too. And I was getting ready to say, am I rushing? No, but if I had to, I would take the Blue Jays on the run on the money line, and I'm looking at the under on this game. The White Sox, yeah, they probably can, but like I said, I'm gonna take Baltimore in that game just because it's Charlie Morton and he's a vet, and I guess the bats haven't really protected him. This cat with Chicago, uh, Adrian. I mean, you never know what you're gonna get from the farm club. Did they call him up from the farm club? I think they did. Um, so he's only played in 2 games. ERA is 0.0. This fucker has went like 12 innings, man. So it's like each game he went 6. Yep, he did. Each inning he went 6. That's not bad. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna take him based on 1 or 2 games, right? I'm only gonna take this guy based on what I have, and I don't, I don't want to chance it by taking this guy, and then somebody likes to do their homework and watch videos, and then they come in tomorrow and they'll tag this guy up. So I'm gonna stay with Baltimore on this, strictly on the point that they've got um fuckface. What's his name? Morton. And yeah, Morton is getting up there in age, but usually when you get when you got pitchers that get up there in the age, they learn how to be more of a finesse pitcher. So that's what I'm going on. They can probably finesse them guys. Because sometimes, usually when you got power guys, the older they get, like they get to their 40s, well, they can't overpower you on the mound. So now they're going to resort to knuckleballs, a lot of change ups, the curves, just keeping you off, right? Yeah, I'm going to take uh, Baltimore on that one. The White Sox could win. Yeah, they could. That happened to yesterday. Watch the pitching line. Yep. Oh yeah, they could, but they don't know. Okay, Los Angeles Angels at Cleveland. What did they do today, guys? What happened in that game today? What is this? Okay. Oh, here we go. Cleveland 7, Angels 5. Yeah, remember I told you, Antonio, I said I'm going to take Cleveland in that game because the pitching matchup favored the Angels, but for some odd reason, I just wasn't, or that might have been day before yesterday. I don't know. That might have been day before yesterday because I don't think it was yesterday because I don't remember these. I don't remember these pitchers' names. Might have been. I don't know, man. When you guys get past 50, you're fucked. Okay. Good luck on trying to remember something because it's gonna be hard. All right. So where's Antonio? Antonio. Angels lost. Yep, they did lose. They got it handed to them. Garrett Crochet pitching tomorrow. Hell yeah. Okay, so here's my favorite guys I like to see the pitch. I like Chris Sale. I like Garrett Crochet. I like Screwball. Believe it or not, I like Flannery. He looks like he's getting it together too. I like Nola. I like Wheeler. No, we're talking about the Phillies now, but those are some of the guys I like to see pitch. You know, Paul Skeens, and I'll say this again, guys. Pittsburgh got a decent piece. Pittsburgh has a decent pitching rotation. It's just the bats, man. They're not picking it up. Logan Webb or Robbie. Okay, yeah, Robbie Ray. Yeah, Robbie Ray got down, man. I like Robbie. Yeah, that's another one. Robbie Ray and what's the other dude's name? Logan Webb. All right, let's get back. Where are we? Where are we? This is shit. All right, so far we got the Brewers tomorrow, and I threw an under in there, under 8.5. I also have the Toronto Blue Jays, right? I took the Toronto Blue Jays on the run on the money line, and I was looking at an under. I'm looking at an under on that game, right? So Milwaukee plus the points, and I will go under with Toronto on the money line. Los Angeles versus Cleveland. I'm not really interested in that game. That's one of those games that can go either way, but let's just take a look at it. I know a guy that's here. He loves the Angels, man. He was always pitching them to me. All right, who was this? Let's see. Move. Where's this? So the Angels will feature Jack Kochanowicz against Calvin Williams. Jack is 3-6, 5.07 ERA, 40 strikeouts. In Cleveland, Galvin Williams 6-3, his ERA is 4.27 with 60 strikeouts. I'm taking Cleveland on the money line with this one. Am I rushing? Nope. Because that game is actually going to be closer. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about this, I would actually and you'll get a better price. I would actually take the Angels plus the 1.5. What do you guys think? How's that sound? I really like that because see, this game is going to be a close game. They're going to go back and forth, or this might be a low pitching game or no. But at the end of the day, this is going to be a one-run game. I mean, there's some games you can just look at and you can just tell. So I'm honestly, guys, I'm taking the Angels plus the points. Yep. Because at first, Antonio, I've got the Guardians, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, Guardians will win, right? But then I stopped and I thought about it. I'm like, man, this is going to be a damn good game. It's going to be close. And you know what? If the Guardians win, right, it's going to be by one. So, but you get a better price if you take the Angels plus one. I mean, yeah, plus 1.5. You guys like that one? Let me see. Let me just make sure. What the hell? So if I took, let's do it like this. We'll put 10. So I say Cleveland. So I take Cleveland, right? All right, I'm gonna take them off. I'm gonna take the Angels. Yeah, you get a better price if you take the Angels plus 1.5. I like that better because even though I'm thinking Cleveland's gonna win, but Cleveland is not gonna win by more than 1 point. So if that being the case, you just go ahead and take the Angels with the points. You see what I'm saying now? And you get a better price. Let's see, over. Let's look. That's possible. That's very possible. Well, let's look and see. Uh, uh, uh. Four. Uh. I don't know. I like that under though. Let me see what's the under. What is that by? It's come on, you piece of crap. Where you go? All right. So we got what's the over under 8.5, right? So 9. So the last out of the last 3 games, this guy is averaging what? What would you say? 3 points. He's giving up like wait, 5. Hold on. Stomach hurt. Dude. I don't know what I hate. Okay. I like the under, man. I'm gonna stay with the under on that one. I really do. I'm gonna stay with the under. I wouldn't take the over in that game, just based on the last 3. Can it? Can they possibly go over? Heck yeah. With these guys, I Yeah. What is something wrong? Hold on. Let me double check it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll stay with the under. I'll stay with the under. Now, can it happen? Yeah. No, you don't see no over. Huh? I see the over, but I could be wrong. You don't see no over. Look at both pictures. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so what I'm looking at, well, hold on. Don't let me change your thoughts. But what I see overall day, I love to take the unders. Right. So here's what based on the last three games, right? Based on the last three games, the score on this game, what I'm looking at is probably what? They all together like five, maybe six pushing it, right? All together. But that's still not over 8.5, right? So we look at this. What is the guy for the Angels? Make sure it's him. Yeah, Jack. All right. So Jack's 4 runs, first May 26th, four, right? May 21st, he also gave up 4 runs, right? So it's eight and it's nine, right? You do the multiplication, and then you average it out, right? So what? Three, 3 runs in 3 games, and then you look at the other guy. I think he's like 2.5. Let's just give him three, right? So that's what 6 runs. I don't know. I mean, it depends on the bullpen. But just looking at what I'm looking at here, I like that under, man. I really do. But you could probably be right. One give up 5 runs and one give up four. Yeah, no. Yeah. I mean, you ain't going to get an argument out of me, especially after what happened to me today. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, if you disagree, let me know because that might help me because I'll sneak in when you guys go to sleep and I'm like, oh, Antonio said, and I'll put it in. So yeah. Whatever. It's not that you're changing my mind. That's not what this is all about. We're guys. We sitting here. We're talking, and we're just trying to get it right because we're trying to win money, right? All right. So let's see. All right. So what is our next one? Colorado versus the Mets. Now, hold on, let me go over to the sheet and check that out. Let's see. The Angels. I had to be honest with you, man. I hate that Angels game. I don't. I just don't like them two teams. But yeah, I'll mess with it. And I like that plus 1.5. I really do. So right now, right, just looking at what I have now, because yeah, I said I would take Baltimore, but am I going to bet on that one? Heck no. I'm not even betting on the St. Louis or the Texas game. I like the Grown, but somehow or another Texas just didn't. They pitched good for that other guy. What is this? Evalid? Or whatever how you pronounce it. Oh, I forgot Kevin Crochet. I forgot Boston. There you go. I skipped right over Boston. Running on my mouth. So, yeah, let me do this Boston game and then we can put it in there. So, Garrett Crochet versus Elder. Right away, I like Eric Crochet. Bryce Elder, 2-2, 4.5 ERA and 33 strikeouts. By far, Boston favors this game. The pitching matchup is actually lopsided. So, with that being said, could Atlanta win? Yeah, they could screw us all. But I'm going to take Boston on the money line and Garrett Crochet. Whatever his over under is, if it's over 6.5, I'll take it. If it's 6.5 under or over, I'm taking it. Let me see. Oh, yeah, that would be a great gamble. Over 6.5 because look, Milwaukee, he struck out 11. He struck out 5 against the Mets. And he struck out 8 against the Braves. I like that game. So, yeah. Hold on. Got it. So, yeah, Garrett Crochet will take the money line with Boston. And Crochet, what? 5? Oh, they got the pitching props up. Okay, so the over under on Crochet is 7.5. That's scary, right? Yeah, that's scary, man. 7.5. What the fuck? Over? I'm going to take alternate strikeouts. You know what, guys? Fuck that. Go ahead and take Crochet in the over 7.5. You only live once, man. I think he's good for it. You know, I had to think about it a little bit because they're not playing in Fenway. They're playing in Fenway. You know, Fenway gives up a lot of dingers. Yeah, I'm going to take Garrett Crochet over 7.5. That's a lot, man. You know, FanDuel need to be shot with this shit, man. They be doing too much. Yeah, let me go back. Yep, I took that. So, guys, just right now. Let's see. So, right now, this is what I have. The Boston Red Sox on the money line. Garrett Crochet over 7.5 strikeouts. Milwaukee Brewers plus 1.5. Right? I did take the under. That's optional for you guys if you want. I did take the under in that one. The Blue Jays. What the hell, man? I'm getting happy with these under overs. What the hell am I doing? Toronto Blue Jays. Man, maybe that's just how it's going to fall. All right, so Toronto Blue Jays, money line, and the under. The Los Angeles Angels versus Cleveland. I took the Angels plus 1.5, and I took the over. I mean, the under. I did? I'm a fucking retard. Why did I do that? Let's see. Let's look. Where you at, Antonio? Antonio. Give up 1.5 I'm just saying that I see a better outlook. You probably do. No, brother, believe me, I respect your picks. You help me out a lot. But I do my own researches and I put your play into mine. No, Antonio, we need each other, dude. Right? This is what we do. We're just trying to win some money and keep guys going. I'm not like FanDuel. I'm not like Russia or North Korea. You know, I want guys to come in and have a great time, trade opinions, whatever works, right? I'm not one of those guys that's gonna say, this is my goddamn show and I call it. No, hell no. Because you know why? You can't win like that. At the end of the day, it's all about what? Winning, making that money, right? So if you can get somebody as smart as you, Antonio, and you see something that I don't see, you damn right I'm gonna take you up on it. Because I want to win. And at the end of the day, what did Al Davis say? Just fucking win, man. All right, what did you say? If I was you, would stay away from the Blue Jays under. So, okay, where do we? Yeah, man. You know what? I don't know if I got zoned out because I'm looking, dude. And you're probably right on that, but I think it was Guzman and Sears. And I don't know. I just got hyped. Now, I've never picked this many unders and overs in my life. I don't know what got me worked up on this one. Maybe I'm trying to overcompensate for what I didn't do today. So yeah, you probably got a point on that one, and that's why I say you do at least do two or three parlays. What the hell? $10, $10, $10, right? If this one sucks, then you got another one. I haven't won all week, so yeah. So watch this. So with those two unders, so are you thinking that we can probably hold off on one? You think, Antonio? Do they get mad at you? What is Big Dog Live? What is that? They probably, some guy. You know what, man? Some guys are like that, right? And a lot of those guys be on the tape, man. Yeah, because it's quite a few times where dude, I just stopped watching all these other guys, right? Because the bigger you get and the bigger audience you have, you can be influenced by any kind of company or whatever, or like sports book. I'm not gonna. Who was that? It was somebody that they was saying take whoever, and I think it was the Blue Jays, or I can't remember. I'm like, this dude is way off, right? And come to find out, I didn't take his pick, and I respected the dude, but I took my own, and I came out on top. So no, and after that, I kind of watched the calls that they make, and I'm like, well, what are you guys doing? You guys get like they tell you to pick, you give out some losers so they can make sure that they win. I don't know, but yeah, sometimes yeah, you can't listen to them dudes. 20,000 people on it. Yep. Um, I try to be righteous, right? Like I said, I'm not gonna if I see a guy that comes in like yourself and you see something that I don't see, and then you say, "Hey, Ron, look at this," because see now you may actually I'm gonna be honest with you. Just filling out these tickets, I look like a possessed man because I got three unders on this son of a bitch, and I've never put as many unders. So now I see why you squawking because I'm like, holy shit, I got three unders. Now, if it hits, um, okay, I'm definitely taking New York and Holmes on the run line. Uh, I don't trust San Francisco, right? I'll take the Marlins plus the points. Um, I don't want to do that Tiger game. H Brown in Houston. I definitely take Houston on the money line. Um, Cincinnati and the Cubs. I don't like that game, but I think the Chicago Cubs, the pitching matchup favors them. So we go to Washington and the Diamondbacks. I don't like that one. Minnesota versus Seattle Mariners. El Castillo. I like Paddock. I actually think that Minnesota could walk out of Seattle with a victory. I think Minnesota can get them with Paddock. Because remember, Paddock sucked at the beginning of the year. Now the dude has come on. I'll take one plus 1.5, and then I'm gonna get right back to you, um, Antonio. I want to round this up a little bit. So we got Pittsburgh, Haney, which I like, versus the San Diego Padres Vasquez. Um, I'm definitely going to take San Diego. I think they're finally putting it back together. Let's take them on the money line. The Yankees and the Dodgers, they can both go to hell because well, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Dodgers, and I'll go with Yakamoto, and I'll take it on the money line. Now, with just those picks, right? Am I gonna do all of the? Let's see, hold on. I told you when I first started watching you, I saw a man that was really trying to help people win. Really, you think? Yeah, hey man, I appreciate that. Yeah, man, because at the end of the day, if you want to get on here and you want to steer somebody the wrong way because you might be getting paid from a different outside sports book, right? And if you can sleep at night and you can look in the mirror and you're okay with yourself, yeah, that's okay. That's for you. But for me, I'm not like that. If I'm getting like a whole bunch of money to fuck people over, I wouldn't be able to sleep, right? So I mean, that's pretty much how I roll. So I'm kind of like, let's get this shit going. Let's make that money because if you help people, man, that's what it's all about. You know, helping people. Because the more you, so like you gotta balance shit, right? You can't just keep taking, keep taking, and then think that everything is gonna work out. No, fuck, man. You gotta balance that shit. Like I know some people. I know a female once, and all she did was use guys, and she would just take from them, right? She lived next door when I was younger, and she would just take and take and take and take and take and take until one day it kind of like blew up in her face, man. A whole bunch of guys. I mean, two guys came over at the same time. They got to fighting, and then come to find out, it was just a whole bunch of bullshit. But she ended up not losing both of those guys, and then some chicks came over and jumped on her. I'm from Detroit, guys. It's drama always. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, that shit'll backfire on you when you're not righteous and you're just trying to fuck people over and take. So giving and taking is awesome. You also have to learn how to receive shit from people, right? Because you just can't keep giving them. You gotta learn how to get some back, right? So it balances out. All right. My dumb ass didn't plug up my. I didn't have my charger plugged up, and I was on the phone earlier. So, how you like that? Can never get this right, man. You know. All right. All right. Let's see. Where did we leave off at? Okay. Yeah. Uh huh. Let's see some. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all of the support and act and all of the compliments I get. I just trying to at the end of the day so we can get some money, man. All right. So just looking at this ticket that I took or the guys that I bet on. So how many games? Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Let's just say the games that I and guys, I'm gonna get out of here in 10 minutes because my assistant or my producer, aka my wife, she keeps walking, pacing back and forth, right? Why don't she just tell me, hey, when is the show over with? But instead, she'll just keep walking back and forth, right? Pissing me off. No, I'm not talking about you. It's somebody else, not you. See that good comeback, dude? Fuck, I'll never get put out. Gotta learn how to fucking lie, dude. Yeah, I was just saying good stuff about you. Yeah. Okay. So if I'm taking this ticket, right? This book. So we're gonna 10 minutes and then I'm done. So if we're gonna do this ticket, right? Let's call this the bullshit ticket, right? Let's call it the bullshit ticket because it's got three unders. Did I flip out? I think so. I don't. Maybe it was something psychedelic I was taking. Antonio, you're right because I went back and I looked. I'm like, holy fuck! I got 3 unders on this son of a bitch. All right, so let's call this a retarded ticket, and we're gonna play the retarded ticket. We're gonna keep that in our arsenal, right? But we're also gonna go back and change it, right? And the only okay, so what is this? A 14 leg, right? And I'm gonna break it down and I'm gonna put it on video and show it to you, right? Tonight. So, um, I this is if you put $10 on this ticket, it's $9,937.07. And that I'm that type of person that I don't want to just say no because maybe the universe has given us a gift, right? And sometimes when the universe gives you something as a gift, you may think it's retarded, but it's not. Hey, can I say retarded or can I get canceled? Do I get can I say that or will I get canceled for saying retarded? Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble, man. Guys, just help me. If they say I was talking retarded, I just say I was talking about myself. But I think it's they don't like people saying retarded anymore, I guess. Okay, so I'm taking pictures and watch this, guys. I'm gonna get this program and I gotta learn how to do it so I can share screens with you. So as I'm changing things, I'll have a screen here where you can see it. I mean, if anybody knows of a good software that's easy to work, let me know. And then, yeah, because I got to get it because I want you guys to see what I'm actually doing live. But every ticket, I don't believe in throwing away any tickets, right? And I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you why. Because one time I took a ticket and I picked like the opposite of everything, right? And I played, it was a 16 team parlay. I spent $1.38 on that ticket. And guess what I hit for? A whole bunch of money. And I thought it was bullshit, right? So I'm looking, and all my parlay. It was funny is that day, all my parlays that I worked hard on and got revelations from, they all like fizzled out like this. But the one I just said fuck it, and I'm just gonna take the opposite, and all of that, they kept winning, and I remember distinctively because it was like yesterday almost. So it was like in I want to say January, mid-January, and it was at UC Irvine was the last team, and they won, and I'm like, God damn it! And watch this, guys. I almost got away with it and didn't let the wife know about it, right? But my fucking son called. He just kept ringing the phone. You know, younger guys get excited. I get it. He kept calling me, and I was like, dude, knock it off. Because women are smart, dude. They're very intuitive. You know, that's why they see us coming. We're not as smart as them, right? He just kept calling, and then it's making me look stupid because I don't know how to react. You know how us guys are. So I'm just sitting there, and then she finally goes, you might as well go ahead and answer it. I know what's going on. You probably won. Then I had to yell at my son, man, don't fucking do that, dude. And then they go, oh, you think that's what it is? You got to play stupid, too. All right. So tonight, I'm going to go ahead and put this ticket out, right? As the, I think we can say retarded ticket. We'll call it the not so politically correct ticket, right? I think that's better. So we'll say the not so. Let's just say this is the off ticket, and we're gonna call it the off ticket. So with the off ticket, when I've got the 3 unders, if you wager $10, $9,093, okay, $9,937.00, right? I'm just gonna be honest with you. I went beyond the Call of Duty on this one. So if I'm broke and all I got is 10, yeah. But I'm not broke. So what I'm gonna do to this, I just say I just say whatever. And put 25 on it. If you put 25 on this not so not so politically incorrect ticket, that's what we'll call it. If you put $25 on this 14 leg, you'll get $25,000. And it's only what? It's only 14 legs, right? Now, we've got that one, right? So now, let's go. Antonio, are you there? Please, dude, I hope you didn't leave because I need you. Where did you go? Well, so okay, so Antonio, if you show up, just let me know because so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out the unders, right? Especially the Blue Jays. Antonio had a point, but sometimes guys, you have to be mindful because you get to going and you get to checking stuff off, and you get, I hate to say it, you start getting in your emotions and get emotional. Well, it's not for guys, right? So you always have to go back and double check and be mindful, right? Because you got to remember, you're trying to win. You ain't trying to break the bank. Look, when you try to break the bank, that's when you screw things up. So let's take out the six. Let's take out those three unders, right? This is crazy. Why did I do this? I was possessed. That's awesome. Okay, Antonio. So here's okay. So we got the first ticket, and Antonio, I just so the first one we're gonna call it the not so politically correct ticket with the 14 legs. So I'm gonna take off those three unders, right? Is there anything like you want to take and substitute that with? Because we got the one ticket, and we call that I was calling it a different name, but I thought about it. I don't want to get canceled, dude. And I don't want people standing on with signs in front of my house. Okay, so I took off those three unders. I especially took the one off with the Blue Jays and Athletics because you see that going over. Now, do you suggest we leave that or make it over? What do you think? What do you think? We're working together on this, dude, because we're gonna make some money, and we can do it. Look, if I can do it by myself, I think. Well, I don't think. I know that if we get more people, we'll crack it, right? It's positive energy. Yep, take it off. Yep, just take it off and just be done. Got it. Okay. So if I so let me run through it real quick. So now with 25, holy crap, that's still a good hit. 25 wagering $25. Let's say 20. We wager $20. That's $3,922.10, and that's the Dodgers going over. I mean, that's the Dodgers on the money line. That's the San Diego Padres on the money line over Pittsburgh. That's taking Minnesota plus the points against the Seattle Mariners. I didn't like the Diamondbacks and Nationals matchup. Um, I don't like Martinez and the Reds matchup against Chicago because I kind of want to go with Cincinnati, but the Cubs are used. Talent is not a pushover, so I skipped that one. I do like Brown over Tampa, right? Brown's the guy for Houston, and I got Brown as. So wait, we took Minnesota plus the points. Now we got Houston on the money line. We've got the Miami Marlins plus 1 point. or plus the points against San Francisco. Bird song. Hold on, let me look this up real quick. Bird song. Where's this? So you think the Dodgers are going to sweep the Yankees? Well, didn't the Yankees win the first one? I thought the Yankees won the other day. I think didn't they start off like Thursday or something? You know, as a matter of fact, I had the Yankees winning today, man. I like Yakamoto. That's what I do. I like him. I think he's good. One of the funniest things though, Otani smacked the shit out of somebody's ball the other night, and he was a Japanese pitcher. And just watching him too, I was kind of like, man, this is awesome, right? And I watched Otani talking about focus. I mean, Otani was like, it's like he could see everything. It was like he was cued in on everything. It's like he knew what he was going to throw. And you just look at it and see it in his eyes. And when he threw it, pow. I lived with a guy that we used to play baseball back in the days, in middle school and high school. And this dude, man, he could hit. It's like he never got out. He never struck out. He did get out. Let me, pop ups, but he never struck out. He might have grounded out, but he never struck out. I'm like, God damn. All right. So here we are. I didn't put the Tigers on here. I'm chicken shit. You know what? I was wanting to look for San Francisco. I want to do this real quick. I think I might. No, fuck that. I like Miami. I mean, whatever. Right? MLB. Hold on. So don't worry, guys. I'm going to put this up tonight again. I'm not going to take all day like I did last night. It took me a while because my mother had called and she was telling me certain things that she wanted me to change on the show and everything. And I was kind of, she was like, she straightened me out for like an hour and 30 minutes. And every time I tried to get off the phone with her, she found something else. And then when I would kind of like say, oh, it's time for me to go, she was like, okay, if you want to be an idiot for the rest of your life. And then I go, God damn it, Ma. All right. So where am I at? Okay. So for tomorrow, San Fran. Let me take a good look at this guy really quick. I feel good with Boston and Eric Crochet. Okay. Did we take I took the under for that one, right? Hold on. Boston. Crochet. Let me add that back on. Because I like the under on that one, especially with Elder. The under. Alright. So we're looking at San Francisco. Bird Song. Hayden Birdsong, 2-3. ERA 2.48. ERA 35 strikeouts versus the Miami Marlins Ryan Mathers, a lefty, 1-0. ERA 1.15 ERA and 15 strikeouts. Guys, guess what we're gonna do? We're going to take the Marlins. Do I want to be greedy and take the Marlins on the run line? You only live once. Fuck it. Let's do it. We'll take the Marlins on the run line. But you know what? That's making a gambling move, right? But if we want to try to you want to try to stay a little bit conservative, you concerned about just winning a nice little hunk of change, then we'll take the Marlins plus the points. So that's actually, I want to say, the smart play. But if you gamble and you take the money line, And that's what it's all about, baby. Gambling. But right now, we just want to get some money in here right now. Now, if we got like 50K and sit in our bank account because we done fucked over Vegas all week, yeah, then we can chance it by taking the Marlins on the money line. But my suggestion, I think we should go ahead and go with the Marlins plus the points. Let me go in here. So yeah, I mean, so where am I at now? Marlins plus the points. Where we go? Where we go? Okay, that's it. That's in there. All right. So just by looking at all of this, 12 leg, right? That's $6,000. That's it. That's $6,000. Guys, don't worry. I'm gonna get this together and I'm gonna put the tickets out like I did yesterday, so you guys can look at it and tell me what you guys actually think for tomorrow. So I'll put the not so politically correct ticket up first, formerly known as the Reed ticket, right? And so, but I'm gonna put this one on here, the 6,000, right? And then I guess the next one I'll just come with something simple, right? And here's what I hate. And this is why when people go, oh, you have to get away from parlays, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and people say, I don't like to bet on a whole lot of games. And here's my thing, it doesn't matter because you can pick two teams and you can pick one and they can lose, right? It's gambling. If you don't want to lose and you don't fucking play, right? But to come up with a theory like you should only play this many or that many, no, that ain't how that shit works. No matter what, you're gambling, and a guy over here can bet on 20 games and win, and I can bet on just one and fucking lose, and I've seen it a whole lot. All right, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you come back tonight. Or watch so I can put this video out. If you guys have any suggestions, make sure you kind of like send me something through YouTube and tell me what you want to see and stuff like that. After that, that's it, man. Like and subscribe. Send some people. Let's get these victory. Let's get this money. Um, I want us to get a nice sum, right? Because it feels good when you get that, If you feel shitty, you win. Your self-esteem goes through the roof, right? It's nothing better than feeling good about yourself and taking care of your mental health. And I know I always talk about the mental health a lot, but it's always what is this? How about if you take off the under more? Uh, you love the under. Take the Dodgers off. Okay. I agree with you. Hold on, Antonio. I'm sorry. I thought you were done. Let's go in here and do it. So Antonio's got a suggestion, right? We're gonna take off the Dodgers. Ooh, yeah, okay. And then so you think the Dodgers? No. Take off the Dodgers, yep. I love that under. Do you like the under in the Dodgers game? The under? It is more money on the under. Which game do you want with the under? Or you want to do with the Miami? Hey, okay. You stay in Miami, don't you? But you never really talk about the Marlins, man. Do you like the Marlins? Stupid phone, man. Pissing me off. All right, so the Marlins, and we do the what is it? The under? Okay. Guys, Antonio's gonna lead us to the promised land. The under. But those are two like are they two like well the two pitchers they like kind of like new, right? Or they just been called up. So you think they got that juice? Okay. Oh, you're sitting there cool. And I asked you about the Rolex. Uh, really quick, watch this story, man. Me, guy, the Carl, he does the NW, I mean the WNBA. Well, long time ago, we went to Tampa to go see the Lions play the Buccaneers. This is like in the '90s. Well, it was nothing to do there. This was back in like the '90s, right? So Tampa was just blah. So we rented a car, went down to Miami, and we went to the Rolex Club. And was a big fight on McGirt. McGirt was fighting somebody. I forgot who was fighting somebody, man. And it was like we were in the Rolex Club, and we got there maybe like 7 o'clock, and it was like a whole bunch of people and everything. But then all of a sudden, like I think it was 9 or 10 o'clock, everybody started clearing out. So I'm like, dude, what the hell is this all about? They shutting it down, or somebody about to come here and take over? And it's like, nah, man, that's when the big ballers come up in this bitch and blah blah blah. And yeah, sure enough, they did. They came up in there, but I wasn't leaving. I'm like, man, I'm been here too. So we hung out with the big ballers down in Miami. It was a blast. One pitcher gives up 3 runs, and one pitcher gives up 2 runs in Miami, so it should go under. Got it. So we're gonna take the under Miami Marlins game, and are you comfortable with plus the points, or do you want to go money line? Fuck it, go. I mean, but let's see what you're gonna do. This is gonna be called the Antonio ticket. Take the Marlins off. Okay, so we'll take them off, and we'll leave the under. Okay. Sound like you cooking, dude. Sound like you cooking with grease with this one. Because I kind of actually like that. And just put the under. I did. All right. Okay, where are we? How about any of the other games? I didn't, let me see where we're. So I didn't do the Cardinals versus the Rangers. I did not do Chicago. No, St. Louis versus the Rangers. I didn't do. I didn't put on. I didn't put Baltimore and Chicago on. I've got Crochet and Boston. I got Boston on the money line and the under. Right. Then I've got Milwaukee plus the points against Philadelphia. Now this is the Antonio ticket. Feel free. We can change it. However, what is this? Wants to okay. And so we've got Toronto on the money line over the Athletics. I've got the Angels +1. I mean, plus the points against Cleveland. And I told you my theory on that. I think it's going to be really, really close. So, and if Cleveland wins, they're going to win by 1 point. So, why not just take the Angels plus the points, right, and get more money? But we can change it if you like. We can do it. So, and then I've got the Mets beating the crap out of Colorado. I mean, but see, Holmes is pitching for the Mets. Guys, don't think that I get a thrill out of seeing Colorado lose. Well, maybe just a little bit, but you want to see teams like Colorado win because you get more money when shit like that happens. But these guys is terrible, man. They suck. They haven't even. They're still in single digits. Like they like 9-46 or something like that. All right, so just put the under. All right, so right now, Antonio, we've got Angels plus the points. We got the Mets run line. We have the Marlins on the under. We didn't do the Tiger game. We got Houston on the money line. And look at this. Pittsburgh 1, San Diego 0. So we got Houston on the money line. I didn't touch the Reds and Cubs game. I didn't touch the Washington Nationals and Arizona Diamondbacks game. I took Minnesota plus the points with Paddock. And then I took Pittsburgh with Henley. And I took, no, I took San Diego with Vasquez over Pittsburgh and Henley. And that's it. That is a, what is that? That's a nice ticket. That is 11 legs. 20 gets you $4,000. 20 gets you $4,000 on that. So, if you're okay with that, you want to add something else, let me know. Because I'm getting ready to get out of here. And but I'm going to put this back out tonight so we can put it together and put it out so we can be ready for tomorrow and we can win. We want to be positive. We don't want to talk bad about anybody. We want the universe to reward us, right? Stay positive, guys. Always like and subscribe, man. Just keep sending people over. We're a family. We're going to try to win together. I don't know where Carl is. Maybe Carl had to work today or something like that. But super positive. It's going to work. We're going to hit. And you guys will see. So, outside of that, I'm done. It's been great. I really enjoy you guys. You guys are awesome. Always remember, it's all about helping people out when they're down and out, or even if they're not down and out. It's always good to help people out. You don't want to be one of those type of people who brags a lot, right? You don't want to do that. You want to just try to be righteous as possible and just try to be mindful and make sure you do the right thing. Because in the long run, that all comes back to you. It's good energy, right? So, love, peace, and hair grease, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure your cousins get on here and sign up and subscribe. I'm going to put the video back out tonight so you guys can see these tickets. We'll do two. We'll put two out tonight on the video. And that way you guys can look and see which ones you like. I highly suggest you take the first ticket, the retarded ticket. I'm sorry, not the retarded ticket. It's called the politically incorrect ticket, right? That's what we'll name it. So look at that one, because that one I think is like 20 grand or something like that. And you want to get that money. So I'm gonna put it out, and like I said, does it work? Yes. I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. Seeing tickets where you make money and you think you're not, and then you just make it. But yeah. All right. That's it. Nothing. All right, guys. See you guys later.